Okay guys, come with me to open this Scrivener because Scrivener is really scary. Okay, when I go in here and see my nano project, it is scary. Look at all this stuff. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't know how to do this. I saw somewhere online where you could print these out, but I can't work with these. This I'm a little bit better with, which is the outlining part. But this, I got Scrivener because I really like this, but I can't figure it out. I don't know how to move things. It stresses me. Then this is just the regular writing area. And this is, I was really, it freaks me out to work in this area. This is all my nano project. And I don't like to go there, so I'm not going to go there. Here's my old picture that I got for inspiration off of Big Stock, which actually someone's claimed it now on their some kind of book. I don't know. So I can't use that one anymore for my inspiration, but there it is. My fantasy YA. It started out as middle grade as a Christmas, and then it moved to YA, which probably not the best idea, but that's where it went. Let's see. Now, where is this? Oh, yes. My favorites. This is where I put, there's some really bad dialogue for you to make you feel better. So here's all my 12 favorite scenes that I want to write. Things that really just still interested me, that still made me want to come and do this. And you see I have like one line of really terrible dialogue here, but that's fine. I'll share it with all you guys and you can laugh at it and say, oh, that's awful. Yes, but that's what I got so far, because I just basically wrote things that interested me. And obviously it's set in an Arctic North Pole, basically, you know what I'm trying to say. And I don't have anything in here yet, but I am happy to go here where everything's blank, where I just wrote, where I just put in those 12 scenes that I'm still interested in. And you see I haven't put any of my nano work in there because I don't want to deal with all this revision and first draft stuff. I just want to go in here fresh and do these 12 scenes fresh and not pick and choose from, you know, stuff that I cranked out at 4 in the morning. Like, I will go back and deal with this, but I can't deal with this now. I need to do baby steps and keep interested. That's my biggest problem, because I have Scrivener here and I don't really close it. I leave it minimized on the taskbar. And I really, if I open it twice a week, like, that's an accomplishment for the week, because I can, you know, I think that I really haven't dealt with it since December, when I put, you know, I sort of, this was all just a hot mess of files, of just individual files like this, of all my timed writings and word sprints from Nano, all from November, and I organized them into, you know, this particular structure with it, which is actually screenwriting structure that I learned, but you know, there's different ways to do it, but I just very, very roughly put it in here, and that's basically the last thing I did. I haven't done much since then. I organized it in the hard copy, you know, in rough sections like this, and then in here, like, really, really rough. And I don't go in there because this is scary. This is like one of Dante's levels of hell here. I don't want to go in there and look at all that at the moment. And I got stuck there because I didn't want to deal with this. I couldn't figure out how to go through. I was trying to go through with, you know, people's advice of going through and highlighting what's there or writing down the scene you have. And I did that halfway, but it was just like too much anxiety over, you know, we put so much anxiety into our work that it becomes such a big deal that you can't work with it. It's like it becomes too important to us. It becomes so stressful because it's not perfect or anywhere near perfect. It's just raw material that we kind of get stuck, and it becomes, it's like our precious and we can't mess with it. But really, we don't need to do that. We need to move past that step in our mind and just get in there and get our hands dirty with it. But that's easier said than done when you have anxiety about your own work. When your work means something to you, you don't want to go in there and see your own inadequacy just put right there in front of your face. That's basically what you're doing. You would love to go in here and say, oh, it's wonderful, I can just send this out to someone to read. But right now, if someone tried to read this, it would make no sense at all. It would be very confusing. And I kind of put this analogy in my head of what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a Thanksgiving dinner of a novel. Something we can invite people over and be proud of and say, read this. This is my wonderful work I've done for you. But we have to start like we're making, and we put that anxiety of we got to show it to someone and also show it to ourselves. But really, it's just, it's making toast for a 2-year-old. That's where we have to start. Can we make toast for a 2-year-old and not feel performance anxiety about that? Yes, we could probably do that. Can we, make hot dogs and macaroni and cheese for a 7-year-old? Yes. Can we make spaghetti for a 10-year-old? Yes. Can we put the salad and dessert? Yes. And, then you have like something to start with, something that you can show to a beta reader and say, look, I've made a meal for you. It's not that great. I wouldn't serve it to company, that I didn't know very well. But we can get to that point if we kind of break it down and trick ourselves in our mind, bring it down a notch, just lower our expectations. A 2-year-old's not going to care, we have to stop putting that performance anxiety on ourselves. You have to start somewhere. It's steps, we didn't all go and become French chefs in a minute because we did NaNoWriMo. We have to start from the beginning. And and starting means opening the program, conquering that fear of just getting in there and doing something. And the way you can do that is to really give yourself permission to just leave this behind for a while and start with a blank slate of what makes you excited, and try to, my goal is to complete these scenes in the actual, beginning, middle, and end for each scene. And that's it. Very small baby steps. Conquering anxiety is just take the smallest possible part of the bigger whole and do the part that makes you excited still, and doesn't cause you stress. Because if you jumped in here, this is the abyss here. But this is fun. I can get excited about these little scenes that I'm going to do beginning, middle, and end, and just go through each of them. And be okay with like that it's crappy and it's just basics. Be okay with that, because you can build on it. If you can't be okay with the crap and just be like, look at my crap here, you have to show it to people. You have to get to the level where you can present it to someone. And the only way to do that is to just start, open the thing, start, and get something that you're excited about, and just forget about all of that. You have my permission. Give yourself permission to leave that NaNoWriMo draft kind of behind and start going into the second draft a little bit fresh and a little bit excited, without going back and revising words that you don't even know if you're going to use them. Kind of leave it and see, and if you need to go back and pick parts of it out and then put it in your new fresh files, do that. But otherwise, just leave it for now and just write some scenes. Just leave it behind and write some scenes for now, like as if it was all fresh. And don't worry about revising this if you're stuck. I mean, if you can jump into this, yay, you're way ahead of me. But anyway, that's all I've got. Thanks, guys. I thank you for watching, and your comments mean a lot, and thank you so much.